guys, so I just made a video about deadlift form that I just posted, and as I was making that, I really wanted to make another video basically reacting to my past deadlifts. When I was making that video, I was calling people out. I was like, you know, don't do a bad deadlift. I don't want to see people doing bad deadlifts. And you know what? I need to put some validity behind my words. So that's what I'm here doing today. I was like, I've always wanted to do a reaction video, so why not react to my own self? Here we are. So let's go back in time. Let's go down memory lane, shall we? We are going to starting the screen record. I just figured out how to do this. We're getting there. We're going to start back in the day, back in October of 2016. So as you can see, this is 225. I first started lifting like late 2015, or maybe, no, actually early 2016. I have no idea. And yeah, so as you can see, 225, it was pretty heavy for me. I'm doing the exact same that I'm talking about in the video about not doing, which is swinging out the bar. So basically, how you can see how as I'm pulling, I swing the bar away from me. You can tell it's not even touching my legs. And you can also tell I'm not even sitting back far at all, which means that I'm not actually engaging my hamstrings. I'm not engaging my glutes. It's all just back. I'm literally just trying to like use my traps and just like stand up. I'm not trying to actually engage any muscles, which is not going to do anything. So that is one. And I literally hashtagged my form stunk. Hashtag oops. So you can tell I knew there was something wrong there. Then moving on a little bit, here's another video. I was still at Die Hard Gym. I used to work out there in 2016. Cool place. My caption literally said, gotta work on keeping the bar closer, but I'm working on it. Still got a bruise on my knee. So even as you look, you can see how far the bar is going away from my leg. Like as I'm standing up right now, you can literally see all that space from my knee to where the bar is. And I would get bruises on my knees because as I would stand up, I would swing the bar and hit me because the bar would go out and then it would like slam me. And I don't know why I did that. I just could not figure out form for the longest time. So that is one thing that I did that, again, took a very long time to learn how to not do that. Then as I scroll back up, yeah, I used to weigh 132. That is not it right now, but we're getting there. Yeah, so going back, trying to find another deadlift video. So here's another one. This is the one that I mentioned in the other video, and honestly, it is kind of helpful to show it to you guys. As you can see, I'm struggling all back. There is no leg drive going on in any of these videos, which is just very hard to watch. But I said right before this, I tried to pull 255 and couldn't, but I wasn't going to take that. Powerlifting is so mental, bro. That's so cool. Look at me in my matching red outfit, going to the gym, going to LA Fitness, just swag on swag, you know, that punk look is pretty bad. So, but yeah, as you can see, I'm standing up. I didn't even sit back. You want to sit back like you're sitting in a chair. Like I didn't even sit back at all. I literally just like tried to pull. I didn't try to pull any slack out of the bar. I literally just tried to like yank the bar up, which makes sense why it's so hard to pull up. Same thing, if you look at even what I talked about, I'm going to talk about this in the squat video, but you can see my knees are not like in alignment with my feet, if that makes sense. In the squat video, I talked about how like when your heels and your toes are pointing in a certain direction, your knees are basically going to go that direction too. In this video, you can see that like, I mean, I didn't even know what that was back then, but you can see my knees are pointed straight and my heels are kind of like my toes are pointed out. And then as I'm going up, like there's like a bounce because nothing's just sturdy. It's just really awful to look at. Like I'm locking it into place and then I'm like going all sideways, like to the left side and then the right side and just trying to stand up. And you can see my core is not tight. You can see that I'm just like trying my very best to stand up without any thought to that. Oh yeah, these are so bad. So bad. Then I'm gonna keep going. These are some more squats. That's not an actual video picture. Here's one. So this is when we used bands, and like my back was very rounded. I remember that being heavy as all heck. Like that, I remember that was like so hard to pull up. Like I would just swing my arms and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. This is really heavy. But yeah, you can see I'm trying to sit back a little bit more, but even my glutes, I know that I wasn't tightening them. It was literally just all in my back, and I was just rounding it just to try to get it up because I like could not. So yeah, it was a little bit better, not quite it. So, sis. I wish I had a video from my meet. I don't know if I put the one in there. Oh, there we go, here. So this is at my actual competition, my first meet. This was 275, first time I ever like pulled that. It wasn't awful, but you can definitely tell like I was about to hitch it up. Hitch it up, basically, if you don't know what that means, it means that you like kind of like bend your knees to try to like get the bar up. You're pretty much doing whatever you possibly can. Like you can see I kind of started bending my knees. Honestly, that was pretty god awful if you ask me. Then moving on a little bit closer to where we are at now. I was getting a little bit more confident. This was the video where I started actually like, okay, this is 2018, where I was like, okay, now I think I really need to figure out this whole deadlift thing and sitting back. So I sat back and then I stood up. Sat back, tried to focus on really like sitting back, and that was hard. This was only 135, and so here I am like, oh, like I can deadlift whatever, 275, and then I can barely get like 135 with the right form. So that was me like really trying to like execute it and figure it out, and after that it made things a little bit better. And then moving on a little bit closer to now, this was more recent, so you can tell I do the breath thing and then I stand up. My stance, I changed it. It's a lot closer. Look at those space buns. Oh, and I have like so many different colors of this shirt. Forever 21 coming in strong. But yeah, so as you can see, just like tightening up, getting my air, core is tight, sitting back into it, keeping the bar close, a lot better, honestly. Like just looking at it, I'm like, whew, those first ones were rough. Now, yeah, getting a lot more confidence with it. And then this was just recently, this was just me getting back to the gym for the first time since this whole thing's happened recently. And I'm standing up. I was really focusing on form. I actually forgot my belt, so I had to like really keep my core tight. And so you can see like I pulled a little bit with more back, but I remember like I was really trying to engage the best I could. And so I just wanted to let you guys know that this video is just to help, especially anybody who's a beginner lifter, intermediate, or just someone who wants to understand the body mechanics a little bit more about deadlifting and how it actually works. I hope these are kind of helpful for you to kind of like see how my eye works, like from a perspective, almost like a coaching perspective on myself, so that you guys maybe can look at your form and think, okay, you know, am I listening to those cues? Am I doing that? Am I, you know, driving my feet into the ground? Am I doing all these things to be able to make sure that I'm, you know, less likely to have an injury from this, and just becoming a better lifter. I think all the time we should be learning and understanding and watching other people's videos, especially with social media, to be able to make ourselves better. And that's what I do a lot. I spent, especially the first couple years, well, I still am in the first couple years of lifting, but I'm always just like analyzing form and watching this and that and trying to learn different methods to become better, and also like using this platform to potentially be able to help other people become better lifters because of watching someone else who's done all the growth to be able to help themselves. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I might go and do this for my squat also, because I don't even want to look at my squat, but I know that it's really bad. So I'll probably do that for you guys in a second, just to be able to show you guys that, you know, there's hope. There's hope in this. So I love you guys, and thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and if you guys want more of this content, I'll probably throw it at you anyway, whether or not you want it, because that's just my channel, my rules. Peace.